United is evolving. As the airline continues to take delivery of new planes, it also continues to retrofit older aircraft with brand new interiors. But upgrading over 300 planes will surely take some time, and so today we're flying on an unretrofitted Airbus A320. What's it like to fly in this older cabin in 2024? Well, that's what we'll take a look at today as we fly from Chicago to Dallas-Fort Worth. It's just after 5 in the morning and I've just pulled up to Chicago O'Hare's Terminal 3. Now hold on a second, you're probably thinking to yourself, if I'm flying United then why am I at Terminal 3? Well, I was traveling to Dallas with some friends who had booked their flights on Spirit Airlines. They also had some issues with their bags, and when you're flying Spirit that's never a good thing, so I was there to help them out. The nice thing about O'Hare is that Terminals 1, 2, and 3 are all interconnected, so after deciding to clear security in Terminal 3, I made the lengthy but easy walk to Terminal 1. It's been a while since I was last here, with July 2022 being my last visit to Terminal 1 when I flew United home from Albany. Now, despite United being my second most flown airline behind only American, I honestly prefer United a lot more and hope to fly them more often moving forward. That's especially because it's an exciting time at United. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say that with all these random incidents, but generally speaking, new planes and cabin retrofits are developments that I'm really looking forward to experiencing. And here's a prime example of that, a brand new Airbus A321neo heading out to Las Vegas. My flight this morning departs from Concourse C, the satellite concourse at Terminal 1. Getting there requires using the underground Tunnel of Lights, which, and I bet you never knew this, was initially designed in partnership with Disney. Back in the late 80s, United and Disney were considering a new corporate alliance, and so this multicolored tunnel was intended to illustrate the partnership. Long story short, this tunnel is not what it could have been thanks to budget cuts and the Disney partnership eventually falling through. But I'll leave a link below where you can read the fascinating full story behind the tunnel, something not many people know about. Now, United's modernization efforts aren't limited to just the aircraft's interiors, as the vast majority of gates here in Terminal 1 feature these beautiful new informational displays, and that's not all. The waiting areas have plenty of lounge-style seating, workstations, and dedicated boarding lanes. Our A320 to DFW this morning is November 421 Uniform Alpha. This was the 500th A320 ever built, and it's going to be turning 30 years old in October. Now, recently, United's been having an unusual streak of aircraft incidents, and a little over a week following this flight, this exact aircraft was involved in one such incident. Shortly after departing Chicago en route to Salt Lake City, it experienced an engine oil issue and diverted back to O'Hare. Before long, the rather systematic and surprisingly not chaotic boarding process started on time, and today I was boarding in Group 3. United currently operates a fleet of 89 Airbus A320s. These aircraft have 150 seats with 12 in first class, 42 in economy plus, and 96 in economy. United claims that all of its older narrow-body planes will be totally retrofitted with its new signature interior by 2025. Now, when it comes to the A320, only 7 have been retrofitted at the time of making this video, unless this website is outdated. By the way, I'll leave a link to this retrofit tracking website in the description. I'm seated in 35F for today's flight. The economy seats have adjustable headrests, and I thought they were pretty good comfort-wise. When looking at the seat back, the first thing you'll find is a literature pocket containing the safety card, Hemispheres magazine, and an air sickness bag. Moving down is the tray table and netted seat pocket for personal belongings. At 5'11", I found the 30 inches of legroom to be a bit tight, but more on that later. I was quite pleased to see that United still offers sanitizing wipes upon boarding. I guess this is somewhat commonplace now. Moving on, above your head are the passenger service units as normal, but one underrated feature of these Airbus seats, in my opinion, is the presence of a coat hook, which I found very helpful. Simultaneously, a huge drawback of the A320 specifically is that there are no power outlets in economy class. The signature interior retrofit will see the addition of not just in-seat power, but also personal entertainment screens. Needless to say, I absolutely cannot wait for these planes to get retrofitted.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
United's entire mainline fleet offers in-flight Wi-Fi, though on this flight, some features like purchasing internet access weren't working. Otherwise, it's very easy to get connected and stream a wide selection of free entertainment via the United app or the United Wi-Fi website. A unique feature of United's entertainment is that they even offer games you can play, including a built-in flight simulator, which is among the coolest things I've ever seen when it comes to in-flight entertainment. This is also a good time to note that United's mobile app is amazing. The widgets, information, and just overall ease of use make it the best airline app I've ever used. Shortly after reaching cruising altitude, the crew came around distributing snacks and drinks separately. The snack menu has about 3 to 4 options now, and I decided to go with the chocolate quinoa crisps, which are crazy good. It was an early morning flight and I had a long day ahead, so when drinks came around, I went for a zero sugar Coke. Okay, so now let's talk again about the legroom. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, this is tight and I don't know what it is exactly, but I felt like I had less space here than I did on Spirit Airlines. Now, even though there's lots of excitement regarding the new cabin retrofits, I doubt the new seats will offer any more improvements in terms of leg space. Your best bet is to probably not have a bag in front. That's at least how I managed to cope with the restricted space. Now, I hadn't slept at all the night before, so most of the flight was spent dozing off before we began our descent. Dallas-Fort Worth was the 8th busiest domestic destination from Chicago O'Hare, being served by American, Spirit, and United Airlines. Surprisingly enough, DFW is also my second most used airport. Arrivals into DFW this morning were coming in from the north, so after approaching from the northeast, we flew westward for a couple miles before turning base over Krugerville and flying over Lake Louisville for a runway 17 left landing. Today's flight on United was part of a multi-city itinerary from Chicago to Dallas to Orlando that cost me $300. However, I had $293 worth of credit from 2 trips that I had canceled, so I was able to use them towards this trip and simply paid the remaining $7. Overall, it was a good flight with United. We had literally the most on-time departure from O'Hare I think I've ever had, resulting in a very early arrival in DFW. The crew and service were great, and the only grievance I really have would be the legroom in economy class. I've heard lots of people complain about it, not just on the A320, but on other United narrow-body aircraft as well. Hopefully, the new signature cabin, also known as United Next, will solve these issues, but we'll have to see about that. And with that, welcome to Dallas-Fort Worth. My friends who flew Spirit down here landed about 20 minutes before I did. Thankfully, United and Spirit both used Terminal E, but I still caught the Skylink to the other end of the terminal to meet up with them. If you're still here, thanks a lot for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and until I see you next time, stay safe and take care. Goodbye.